Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and of course we're joined by author and economic analyst here at WAM, John Sneisen, and a new story out of Gizmodo.com is headlined, Norway gets a new Doomsday vault that stores data. And John happens to be from Norway, so without further ado, John, what on earth is going on here, and why would Norway need a Doomsday vault?
Well, this is, of course, in cooperation with the United Nations. What's interesting, though, is this Doomsday Vault is just an addition to the current Doomsday Vault that's there, which has over 50,000 seeds currently from all over the world. I don't know if you knew that, but in 2002, they built this Doomsday Vault on Svalbard to preserve, at a nuclear
GMO
blast. Seeds? There's probably a bunch of them there too, but they preserved all the world's seeds in a seed bank, in a vault, in a mine shaft, hiding underneath of course, the surface.
Well, are they sure that it's just seeds? I feel like there's a bit more than just seeds in that vault.
Well, maybe we should get up there, or I should go up there one time. Maybe I could, go there. I could go to the Russian border up there and, do some reporting at one point.
Well, by the picture on the article, it looks like it's in a pretty cold place, so you can go ahead and go. I'm going to stay back here.
Yeah, well, Svalbard is, as far north as Nunavut. Further than
by
Nunavut,
Jan Mayen and...
Yeah, no, it's further than that, Josh. So it's, it's very cold. But the thing is, what their plan is with the pickle... PQL, it's called, the storage capability.
Let's just call it a pickle.
Yeah, pickle. They actually, a Norwegian company called Pickle is handling the conversion of digital data onto a photosensitive, multi-layered analog film. The company claims that the film is expected to last between 500 to 1,000 years, and Pickle's Katrine Loen Thomsen tells the Norwegian outlet NRK that the process is similar to turning data into a big QR code on film. So apparently, I read through this, and everybody could put their data on there, apparently. I don't know how much it costs. They don't really mention that.
Yeah, sure, I can imagine. I'm guessing it's
going we should put the VAM show in this Doomsday Vault, Josh, in case.
So we could say, look, we warned you.
Yeah, but probably it's going to be magically erased from it anyways.
Probably.
But yeah, so this is an interesting, a move where they want people to put down and download all their cultural data and everything from around the world, because of course they wanted to save the seeds in order of a nuclear blast. And they said they're really in a need right now for this vault because of the current affairs in the world, where the threat of World War III, they want to put it there so the elites can sort out what they want after the day of reckoning.
Well, look, I'm totally for the idea of keeping seeds safe. I think that's a good idea. However, there has to be some kind of nefarious side to this, because everything the United Nations ever does has a nefarious side to it. And Norway, Gro Harlem Brundtland, not the nicest, most non-nefarious people, to say the least. So what do you think is the ultimate goal of this Doomsday Vault? Because it just seems there's something that doesn't feel right about this.
Well, I think it is because they know what they really want out of things, and they want to be selective, especially with the cultural side. They want to have control over all the cultural ideas, and then they hope that, we talked about this before, where the agenda of depopulation and so on, and wanting to eradicate as much of the population, because it's hard to control 6 billion people.
How about we just not control the 6 billion people or 7 billion people? I feel like this could turn into revisionist history on the same length as Stalinist revisionist history, where they just change the history books.
If people believe that they could just upload it there and then just completely forget about the culture and everything, and then of course we have this terrible event of World War III. Let's say that happens, and then of course the UN will come out and say, don't worry, we have all of, our past, preserved, except for the monetary history, except for, political corruption history. We could just select that, whatever they want. I think this whole Doomsday Vault for this cultural thing is kind of a BS. I think it has a little bit of an agenda to it, a little bit of conspiracy there, of course.
Look, I'm not, I don't have any evidence of what I'm insinuating. I just feel like it's good to come at this with an objective mind and kind of question this, because we've seen what the United Nations has been involved in for so long. They're, 36 branches or so, trickle down to
they have like a world government set up to take over at any time. We talked about this before.
Well, what reason do you think, I mean, the Doomsday Vault would be there for either
nuclear blast,
nuclear war, and that's something that unfortunately we kind of seem to be heading into, in a sense, and we have been for a long time, but it seems like now more than ever with the Syria, Russia, U.S. conflict back and forth, it's getting worse and worse, and the war is getting hotter and hotter.
They're preparing for.
Absolutely. What do they know that we don't know?
Well, they probably know that they want to push a war, of course, this elitists. So that's why they're building these things. And of course, it's not to protect us from an asteroid hit, because if an asteroid hit us, it's game over, if a big enough one hits us. So, no matter how secure that vault was, it would be completely eviscerated in a hit from an asteroid, or if the sun blows up. So what it tells us is there's something that they're, maybe have as an agenda that's hiding here that they want to make happen, so they could eradicate people around the world.
Well, that's very interesting and very scary, but very interesting. Thanks for bringing this to us, John. I think we will have to report on this more in the future. There's a lot of videos out there, Doomsday 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018.
Has nothing to do with those kind of doomsdays.
Yeah, where it's just absurd reactionary assumptions, but this is an actual thing that's actually happening, and we thought we'd bring it to you, so thanks again, John. Check the links below, GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated. Of course, check our address for Bitcoin in the description in the comments, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you so please. And check out our link to the Red Pill Expo, where you can meet people like G. Edward Griffin and Robert Kiyosaki, Lord Monckton. We got James Corbett speaking. Incredible name.
You can meet me and Josh too.
Absolutely. Hey, famous people, right? So you guys have to check this link out. It's awesome. You could buy tickets. It's in Bozeman, Montana in June, and we hope to see you there. Until next time, though, this is Josh Sigurdson and John Sneisen signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.